Dear students, so far we have done various formulas and various examples by which we have learnt how to do differentiation. Okay, so we did quotient formula, product formula, then derivative of logarithmic functions, exponential functions, simple algebraic functions, then your trigonometric functions. So we have done many examples. So today we will do one application of derivatives or differentiation by which we can find a point of maxima and point of minima of a function. So this is also used widely in our chemistry, so it has wide applications in chemistry. So please, it is very important, listen very carefully. So let us see. First I will discuss the various rules. What are the various rules by which we can find point of maxima and point of minima of a function? But before discussing that, first let me show what is meant by point of maxima and point of minima. Suppose we have any function like this. Okay, so any function like this whose graph comes out to be like this. It is any hypothetical function, imaginary function. Now this point here where the function has maximum value. At point A, the value of this function is maximum, it's highest of all the values. So at here value function is less, so this point A is called local maxima, point of local maxima, and this we can determine with the help of our derivative. And this point where value of function is minimum, suppose this is B, this is called point of minima, local point of minima, where value of a function is a minimum. So local means adjacent to this value, at all other values value of a function is less than this. So here the value of a function is more than this value at the values adjacent to this. So that's why it is called a local maxima and local minima. And suppose we have any point, here C, then at this point this function shows neither maxima nor minima. It is called point. So this is your point, point of inflection. Now how to find these points with the help of a derivative? It is quite easy, because always it is very difficult to draw function, it is very time consuming. So if we are given any function y is equal to f of x, then how for this function, how to find the point of maxima? So the point at which this function has a maximum value, point of minima, the point at which this function has a minimum value, and a maximum and minimum value of that function. So if we have point of maxima and point of minima, then we can easily find maximum value and minimum value of this function. So let us see what are the rules. The first the first thing that you have to do, if you have to find a maximum and minimum, to find the first derivative. So find the first derivative of this function, which is denoted by f dash x. We can write it as f dash x, which is equal to dy by dx of f of x. It is also written as f dash x. So the first thing is to do the first derivative of the function, that is find f dash x. Now after finding f dash x, you will get a function of x, then put that function equal to 0. So put f dash x is equal to 0 and solve this equation. So after solving this equation, you will find values of x. So find first derivative of fx, this is called the first derivative of fx, f dash x. Put f dash x equal to 0 and solve the equation. So after solving, you will find values of x. Suppose we have find alpha, so depending upon the nature of x, the number of solutions depends. Suppose if it is a quadratic equation, then you will get 2 solutions. If it is a cubic equation, you will get 3 solutions. So depending upon nature of this equation, the number of solution may vary. So let us assume that any arbitrary value, suppose its solution is x is equal to alpha. Now what we have to do, we have to check whether this alpha is a point of maxima or minima. Then we find the derivative of f dash x. So if we have fx, we do its derivative, we get f dash x. Again we do the derivative of now f dash x, which is denoted as f double dash x. So what is f double dash x? F double dash x is dy by dx of f dash x. or it is also called second derivative of fx. So if we derivate fx, then it is called first derivative. If we take a derivative of a derivative, then we call it second derivative, and it is denoted as f double dash x. So find second derivative of function fx. Now the value that we have found from here, alpha, now put the value of alpha in second derivative. The second thing is find f dash alpha. So first we did the derivative of function f dash x. We put it equal to 0 and calculate the value of x, solved it for x. We get some value alpha. Now we have to check whether it is a point of maxima and minima. Then what we have to do, we have to do the second derivative. We have to do the derivative of derivative, which is denoted as f double dash x. Now the value that you have obtained by putting first derivative equal to 0 alpha, put alpha here, calculate f dash alpha. Now if f double dash alpha is negative, if its value, we just have to check its sign. If it comes out to be negative, then we will call alpha is a point of maxima. If the double derivative comes out to be positive, then we will call it alpha is a point of minima. So at this point, suppose this point the value of a double derivative will be negative. At this point the value of a double derivative, second derivative, will be positive, because it is minima, it is maxima. And at the point where this second derivative is 0, that point is called point of inflection. So it shows neither maxima nor minima. So these points, for C point, value of a double derivative will be 0. Now that is how we have to find point of maxima and minima. Now if we have point of maxima and minima, and if we put that in function fx, calculate f alpha, that will give you its maximum or minimum value depending upon whether alpha is a point of maxima or it is a point of minima. So that's how it is quite easy. Please carefully note these steps. These steps, they are important. That the methodology, this is the methodology that we will adopt. So we first have to find, if fx is given, find f dash x, put it equal to 0, find value of solve this equation and calculate values of alpha. Suppose x, values of x, suppose x comes out to be alpha, then find its derivative of derivative called second derivative, f double dash x. Now put the value of alpha here, calculate f double dash alpha. Now depending upon the sign of this value, if it is a negative, alpha is a point of maxima. If it is a positive, it is point of minima. After checking nature of alpha, whether it is maxima or minima, put alpha in the function, calculate f alpha. If alpha is point of maxima, then it is the maximum value. If alpha is point of minima, then it is the minimum value. So that is how, this is the methodology, and you have to learn this. Now with this methodology in background, we will solve some numerical using this methodology, so that you can easily revise and you can also learn how to use this. So theoretically it, you may find it difficult that we have to do so many things, but when we will do the next numerical, you will see it is quite easy. So let us start. This is the first function. Suppose the question says that determine the maxima and minima point of the function. First we have to find the point of maxima and minima for this function, then we have to find maximum and minimum value. So if they have asked find maximum and minimum value, even then we had to find point of maxima and minima. So the first things to find maximum and minimum value of a function is to find maxima and minima. So I will go by methodology. What it says, first thing is find first derivative of the function, like f dash x. So first we will find f dash x, which is d by dx of your fx. So putting the value of x, it is d by dx of x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 7. So I have already discussed with you the various rules to find derivative. Now I will quickly do its derivative. So derivative of x square is x cube is 3x square, derivative of x square is 2x, 2 into 3 is 6, it is minus 6x minus 9, derivative of x is 1. Now derivative of constant is 0, so that is its first derivative. So f dash x comes out to be 3x square minus 6x minus 9. Second thing what it says, that put f dash x is equal to 0. Second method was, second thing was, we have to put f dash x is equal to 0. This is a second step. Now what is f dash x? Put 3x square minus 6x minus 9 is equal to 0. So it is a quadratic equation, we have to solve x. So you are already aware of the various methods you have learned in your lower classes how to solve this quadratic equation. Now 3 is common, it can be written as x square minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now in order to solve this quadratic equation, we have to split this minus 2 into two numbers such that their sum is minus 2 and their multiplication is minus 3. So those values are, we can split minus 2x as, so this is the standard way to solve this quadratic equation, minus 3x plus x. So those two values are minus 3 and 1. So minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2, minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. So minus 3x plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. We are making factors, so this we can make factors of this equation. If it is not reducible to factor form, then there is another method to calculate this value. It is minus b plus minus. So the value of its solution is x is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac square root divided by 2a. So that is the value to solve this equation. So but here I can easily find factors. So now here x is common, so x comes common from these two. It is x minus 3 plus here 1 is common, x minus 3 is 0. Now x minus 3 is common, so x plus 1 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. So it gives two values of x. It says that if this is 0, it says that either x plus 1 is 0, which gives x is equal to minus 1, or second possibility is x minus 3 is 0, which gives x is equal to 3. Now we get two values of x. After solving f dash x is equal to 0, we get x is equal to minus 1 and 3. Now we have to check both these values whether these are point of maxima or point of minima. So next step is to find derivative of a derivative. We have to find second derivative. So next step is f double dash x is equal to dy by dx of f dash x is equal to dy by dx of our f dash x was 3x square minus 6x minus 9. So which derivative of 3x square is 6x minus 6, derivative of 9 is 0. So this is your f double dash x. Now we have to find f double dash minus 1 and f double dash 3. Now f double dash minus 1, how we find? At wherever there is x, we will put minus 1. So it is equal to 6 into minus 1 minus 6 is minus 6 minus 6 is equal to minus 12. So it is a negative value, negative. So if it is negative, then we will say, so if f double dash alpha is negative, then alpha is point of maxima. So minus 1 is point of maxima. Now let us see f double dash 3 is equal to, we have to put x is equal to 3. 6 into 3 minus 6 is equal to 18 minus 6 is equal to 12. Now it is positive. If it is positive, so we will say 3 is point of minima. So now we have, first part we have done, we have find maxima and minima point. So maxima point is x is equal to minus 1, minima point is x is equal to 3. Why? Because at x is equal to minus 1, double derivative is negative. At x is equal to 3, double derivative is positive. So according to the rules, the value at which second derivative is negative, it is called point of maxima, and the value at which second derivative is positive, it is called point of minima. So at -1 second derivative is negative, so -1 is point of maxima. At 3 second derivative is positive, so 3 is point of minima. Now we have to find maximum and minimum value. Now let us try to find the next thing, the maximum and minimum value. It is quite easy. Now we just have to put these values in the function. Okay, so I will erase this to get some space. So what I can do, I can erase this because now we don't need this. We are done with this derivative. Now we just need value of a function. So let me first erase it. Okay, now we have to find a maximum value of function is the maximum value is at point of maximum, and point of maximum is -1, so it is f of -1. This is your maximum value, put here. So f of -1 is equal to, wherever is there is x, put -1. -1 cube, -3, -1 square, -9, -1, -7. So it is -1 -3, square of -1 is 1, 1 into -3 is -3, plus 9 -7. This is so -1 -3 is -4, -4 -7 is -11 plus 9. So it is -11 plus 9 is equal to -2. So maximum value is -2. Maximum value of this function is -2. Now similarly we can find minimum value. Now what we have to do, we have to find f of 3, because 3 is a point of minima. So let us try to find the minimum value. Similar to the maximum value, we can find minimum value. So f of we will write minimum value of function is equal to f of 3. Why? Because 3 is the point of minima. So f of 3 is put here 3 cube -3 into 3 square -9 into 3 -7. So it is 3 into 3 into 3 27, minus 3 into 3 9, 9 into -3 is -27, -27 -7. So 1 gets cancelled. So -27 -7 is -34. So -34 is the minimum value, -2 is the maximum value, -1 is the point of maxima, and 3 is the point of minima. So that is how you have to find point of maxima and minima and maximum and minimum value of a function. So it is very easy. I once again say, you just need to be aware of this methodology. First do find first derivative, put it to 0, calculate value of x. After getting values of x, find double derivative, put the value of x in double derivative. If it is negative, then it is point of maxima. If second derivative is positive, it is point of minima. And after getting point of maxima and point of minima, put those values in the function to get maximum and minimum value of a function. So that was quite easy. Now let us try to do one more example so that you can do little bit of practice. So now let us do next numerical. We have fx is equal to x minus 1 into x minus 2 the square. We have to find point of maxima and point of minima and maximum and minimum value. So it is once again similar to previous question. First we have to find the derivative f dash x. So it is, I will quickly find its derivative. So x minus 1 as it is, dy by dx of x minus 2 square plus x minus 2 square as it is, dy by dx of x minus 1. So f dash x, it is equal to this 2 will come ahead, 2 x minus 1 x minus 2. X minus 1 as it is. The derivative of x minus 2 square is 2x minus 2. So 2 comes ahead, plus x minus 2 square. Derivative of x minus 1 is 1, because derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of x is 1. So it gives you x minus 2 is common. X minus 2 is common, so it is 2x minus 2 plus x minus 2. X minus 2 is common, so it gives us x minus 2 into 2x plus x is 3x, 3x minus 4. So that is your f dash x. In the next step we have to put f dash x is equal to 0. So put it x minus 2 into 3x minus 4 is 0, which gives x is equal to 2 and 4 by 3. These are the two values which are obtained by solving this equation, because either this can be 0, it will give x is equal to 2, or 3x minus 4 is 0, this will give x is equal to 4 by 3. So we have two values, x2 and x is equal to 4 by 3. Now we have to check whether x out of these two which is point of maxima and which is point of minima, but for that we have to find the second derivative. Now first derivative is x minus 2 into 3x minus 4, so f double dash x, second derivative is equal to dy dx of f dash x. So it is equal to dy dx of, this is your x minus 2, 3x minus 4. Again we will apply the product rule, so it is x minus 2 as it is, derivative of 3x minus 4 plus 3x minus 4 as it is, derivative of x minus 2. So it is x minus 2 derivative of 3x is 3 into 3, derivative of 4 is 0, plus 3x minus 4 as it is, derivative of x minus 2 is 1, derivative of 2 is 1, derivative of x 2 is 0, derivative of x is 1, so plus 3x minus 4. So it is equal to 3x minus 6, it is multiply 3x minus 6 plus 3x minus 4, so it is 6x minus 10. So this is your second derivative, 6x minus 10. Now we have to check f double dash 2. So f double dash 2 is 6 into 2 minus 10, so 12 minus 10 is equal to 2, it is positive, and f double dash 4 by 3, so it is 6 into 4 by 3 minus 10, 3 into 6, 2 into 4, 8, 8 minus 10 is equal to minus 2, so it is negative. So at 4 by 3 double derivative is a negative, second derivative is a negative, so we will say x is equal to 4 by 3 is a point of maxima, because at this point value of a second derivative is negative, x is equal to 2 is a point of minima. So that was our first part. We have identified 2 is a point of minima, and x is equal to 4 by 3 is a point of maxima. So now we have to find maximum and minimum value of the function, so for that we have to use this. So f of 4 by 3 will be your maximum value, it is 4 by 3 minus 1, put here, into 4 by 3 minus 2 square, so it is 4 minus 3 is 1 by 3 into 4 by 3 minus 2 is minus 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3 square, so it is 1 by 3 into 4 by 9, so it is 4 by 27. That is your maximum value of the function. 4 by 27 is the maximum value of the function. Now we have to find minimum value. Minimum value is f of 2. F of 2 is 2 minus 1 into 2 minus 2 square, so 2 minus 2 is 0, so 0 into This the first 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 into 0 is 0, so it's 0. So this is your minimum value. So maximum value of a function is maximum value is 4 by 27, and your minimum value of the function is 0, and point of maxima is 4 by 3, point of minima is 2. So that is how you find point of maxima and point of minima. So it is quite easy, you just need little bit of practice. You just need to know how to find first derivative and second derivative, and how to solve some equation if you get a equation. And here we are mostly getting quadratic equations, and you are already know how to solve these quadratic equations. Now let us see determine maxima and minima point of function. Now we have fx is x cube plus 1. First find f dash x. It is dy by dx of x cube plus 1, so which is equal to derivative of x cube is 3x square. Now put second step is put f dash x is equal to 0, 3x square is equal to 0, which gives x square is equal to 0. So x is 0, we have only one value, x is 0. Now we have to check whether it is a point of maxima or point of minima. Find a double derivative. So f double dash x is dy by dx of f dash x. So dy by dx f dash x is 3x square, so it is 3 dy by dx of x square. Derivative of x square is 2x. 3 into 2x is equal to 6x. Now calculate f double dash 0, so it is 6 into 0 is 0. Now as I have said, if we go to our first slide, if it comes out to be 0 second derivative, then 0 this 0 is neither 0 is neither point of maxima nor minima, because at it this second derivative is 0. For maxima second derivative has to be negative, and for minima second derivative has to be positive, but it is 0. So this value x is equal to 0 is neither a point of maxima nor a point of minima. So that is how you find maxima and minima of a function. So that is all for today. So once again I will repeat, this is quite important, because in physical chemistry we will use this many times. Sometimes we need to find the maximum and minimum value of a function when we are doing derivation, especially when we will do Maxwell distributions, and when we have to find most probable velocity, average velocity, and all these things, then we take the help of this methodology to find maxima and minima value of a function. So please practice this at home. So thank you very much, but please don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you very much.